Hey, this is Meet the Makers, and I'm very lucky this morning to be interviewing uh, Nikola Wyatt of FoodNation. Nikola, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh, I,
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about FoodNation, and for those of us who've never heard of it before, and kind of like what's your vision for the company?
Okay. Actually, it's really interesting that you we can talk about it. Food Nation is actually a community. You know, we 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 are aiming to create a community that holds most of the people that want to uh, disrupt the food delivery market. Right now, when you give an overview of the market, uh, most of the biggest players in the market, they tax something between 10% to 30% of the, the the on top of one order. So most of the restaurants, they are struggling to survive to these to the current players, you know. So we we want to be an alternative for this market, because with the food nation and food tokens, where we are going to come to zero on those taxes, and we will give voice to the restaurant community, you know. So actually we already developed most of the things with smart contracts, and our tokens are already on pre-sale. We are going to still going to pre-sale through December. And well, FoodNation is a really huge project because we want to be a global player in this market, and
Mm,
we want to disrupt it. So we will start it on Europe. We haven't, probably in Europe, we haven't
okay.
decided it yet. We already have an MVP working, but it's not working on blockchain. It's working on normal technology, and we want to uh, move our MVP that's working on no, common technology to blockchain. So I think it's a pretty good overview.
Now you want to disrupt the food delivery industry, and you mean specifically apps like Postmates, Grubhub. You explain they sort of take such a large percentage of the revenue there, uh, and you find that to be problematic, and you want to sort of
Yeah,
be.
actually, when you look for a small restaurant,
Yeah, tell us
they
about that. How is the small restaurant affected by these delivery services, and which in
yeah,
turn
okay,
tells us the value of what you're providing?
yeah, okay. When you look for a small restaurant, it's really hard to get online. So the easiest path to this restaurant is to enter on a marketplace like Uber Eats or Grubhub, things
Yep,
like this.
very
And
popular
then
apps.
yeah, and then the problem is that when he goes online, he has to pay a big amount of his profit for the marketplace. We want to under intermediate this. We want to remove the intermediary of this market. You know. So with this, we can uh, make this small restaurant does not have to pay a huge amount of his profit to those marketplace.
Great. This is great
So
for the small restaurants. This sounds
uh,
fantastic.
uh,
And in your vision down the road for the company, you see it being only in the specific delivery area, or are you thinking expanding to other areas that can assist these small restaurants and these small
okay,
businesses?
okay. Actually, Neo and I we already worked in the food delivery market. We Neo has funded another company. I cannot name it because
Sure.
of some problems. Okay, but we know that the first step on this market is to create the marketplace. So we are going to start with only the marketplace. Then we are going to disrupt the delivery as well, because uh, actually blockchain is not a very how can I say, the the, the base of the technology is not very well scalable right now. So for real-time delivery, we need a lot of information that blockchain cannot hold it right now. And not the easiest, but the thing that fits the most right now is only the marketplace. So we are going to start with the marketplace, then we are going to disrupt the delivery. I think that Uber Eats has the best case for this. We are going to start just like a delivery hero. It's a huge company in Germany, here in Germany, and then goes for a full service provider, just like Uber Eats. And then we think that we can go even further and understand that we can provide a payment method for restaurants. Like, for example, if you go to a restaurant, you don't need to pay, you can pay in credit card, but the credit card can, they ask for something is 3% or 4% of
That's right.
the payment, and you receive the payments after 30 days. So we want to, after disrupting the online market, we are going to the offline market and disrupt even the payment method on restaurants. So you can go to any restaurant and buy with food tokens, you know.
Amazing.
The restaurant will receive immediately.
They'll receive it immediately. They won't have to pay the percentage charge to the processing company for the credit cards.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about your management team, like your team that you're working with?
Yeah, actually we have 3 guys. Fun has already. I will talk with one of them. Fun is a Chinese guy.
He's a Chinese guy. I love Chinese guys.
Yeah.
I live with one.
Nice. Fun worked with this market, but he works in the supply chain. You know, he works with ingredients. So he provides ingredients to industry and for restaurants. So how can I say? If someone needs an ingredient, his company right now delivers it, and we asked him to join us because he knows a lot of the process around the restaurant. You know. Victor is the designer right now. Sorry. Victor is the designer right now, and he helped us creating the white paper. Most of our prototype that you can see on our web page, and even the web page. And he's really good with the design. He also helped us with our brand. We created the name, but he gave the life. That's the circle with the name on the middle. You know? And Felipe has worked in a logistic company. I think 2 years ago, and he will help us with the development. Actually, I am a software engineer, and Felipe is a software engineer as well. So we are going to work together to develop the FoodNation.
FoodNation, I love it. This is great. You sound like your team is on the ball, and I like the things that you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit about kind of the logistics? Like, how does it actually work? Like, if I want to go to your website right now and get involved in get tokens, can you tell us a little bit how this works?
Yeah, actually, we are not running KYs online right now.
Okay.
You can just enter on our web page, and then there is a button on the right. There is buy food right now. We have a huge discount right now. 90% of the price is off. And then you just need to transfer some Ether through our pre-sale smart contract. and then you receive tokens with this flow.
Can you tell us?
Okay.
Can you tell us about the tokens offered, and have you reached your soft cap and that kind of thing?
Okay. Actually, we have a first private investment of $5,000. Uh, this is helping us to develop the project
Mm-hmm.
and things like that, marketing and so on. Actually, we just started last week our pre-sale, and it's going on. I need to check how much we have raised right now, but we just started, so it's really in the beginning.
Are you planning on listing your tokens on the exchange?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. We are going to wait a bit more because we think that if we don't reach our soft cap, probably it won't make sense for investors to
Right.
hold it for so long, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So as soon as we reach our soft cap, we are going to list our tokens because uh, how can I say? I think we want to give a we want to do a really impressive work, you know. So we have this commitment with the project that we are not going to do anything wrong that could uh, make people don't how do I say lose their faith in the project, you know.
Sure, sure.
So we wanted to do a really great work, and I think that waiting a bit more for a listing is important right now.
You seem very confident about that. I like that. Tell us, like, in what are your sort of short and medium term goals, like for the company, like 6 months down the road, a year down the road?
Okay, actually, right now we are on pre-sale, so
Yep.
this is like this crowd sale will be more like an angel or a small amount of money that will help us to to go to big markets. You know, the food delivery market is a very high intensive market. We need lots of money for marketing or the operations and things like that. So for these pre-sales will help us to get bigger on the market in the starting of 2019. So that's the first goal. We are already developing our project, and the money will help us be strong on the market. Actually, it will help as well to create a bigger community around it because with more restaurants going entering on FoodNation, the community will grow and they will help more with the, the growing of the community, you know.
Yeah.
And for 1 year, we already done something research on our roadmap, and we think that probably more 5 or 6 countries we are going to start it, you know.
And I don't know about Germany or some of the other countries, but I noticed that in the U.S., food delivery is exploding. Uh,
Yeah. Wait. It's a huge market. There's
Huge.
billions and billions of dollars going on. Actually, the biggest country in market share is China. They have the biggest amount of users and restaurants and orders. You know.
Yeah.
Second one is the U.S. and food delivery is really something in Europe as well. So we think that how can I say this is going to be huge. You know, if you look to the current players, they have a problem that they get so big that they're going to slow. They are going slow on chains. So with this disruption, probably we're going to reach a lot of markets really fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I can see that. What is it? What is it for you, like personally? Like, what is it that made you want to do this? provide this service?
Okay, actually, I, as I said, Neo and I, we started working in this market, so we know a lot of it. We know the smallest things of this market, how to deal with restaurants, how to deal with deliveries,
Mm.
how to deal with the how to say the with the group of restaurants in a certain area.
You worked at a restaurant. You were a delivery driver. What were you doing?
No, actually, I was a software architect in
Okay.
another company that works with food delivery. So we know how this project needs to work. You know, we already have tested it. We had knowledge on the market. We have. I think that we have the most important, that we have experience. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we know how. No, we are confident that we know how to do it. We just have time and a bit of money. You know, and actually, Neo and I, we have a different vision for the future. We think that the collaborative industry will be much more than much more disrupted that is right now. So, for example, if you see Uber, maybe Uber won't last for so long because the drivers needs to pay something between 20 or 25% of their
That's right.
profits to Uber,
Yep.
and blockchain could change it,
Of
you know.
course. Yeah.
And that's we are going to that's we are trying to do here. We think that we can create a better world, you know. We think that we can provide a better experience for our users, and then and as well we can create more profits for local restaurants. So we are
I
going
love it.
to how they say, I don't think enforce it, but we are going to give more help to local markets. You know, that's the thing. We want to change it, but we want to do it sustainably. That's the thing. That's
I
the
like
thing.
it. I like where your heart is with this, and you obviously
Yeah.
you come from the place where you know how to do this, and so I think it's a nice combination. Food Nation, love it. If Food Nation was like a superhero, what would it be?
Oh, that's hard. That's a hard
It's a
question.
tough
I
one.
think, yeah, mm, probably the how do I say, the from X-Men, the professor.
Oh, the professor. I love
Yeah,
it.
because actually we think that we need to unite the best people around the project. So
Amazing. That is perfect
we think
answer.
we, we think that we can, for the project to succeed, we need good people around it. And in our white paper, we go through this. And for example, we don't want to become a huge company with lots of employees and things like this. We want to create a strong local market. So if you are how do I say, the vendor guy? It's not the vendor guy. It's the
Merchant?
sales guy.
Sales guy.
Sales. So if you find out what Food Nation is, you can go to any country or your city, for example, and then you can start working with Food Nation, and then bring restaurants for our platform, and then receive in tokens for your work. You know, so the salesman can start receiving tokens by doing some sales for us. So we won't try to create a huge company structure. We just want to be fit. We just want to have the milestone that we need to reach. We just want to have the the direction we are going to 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 achieve, you know, and all the operations will be decentralized as the blockchain. you know. So actually, if you are an influencer, you can post something on your Instagram, for example, with your ID or FoodNation ID, and then if someone sign up and start consuming with your ID on it, you will receive tokens for helping us, you know. So
I,
it will
I
be
love
totally
that.
decentralized.
That's great. I'm an influencer myself, sort of, so I could do that. And I love Food
Actually,
Nation.
one thing I would like to do is to try to go to some places and start a small amount of restaurants to join Food Nation by myself, you know.
Yeah,
And Neo has this vision as well. So as soon as the project is going on, we can help the operation anywhere in the world. So a guy from China or a guy from the US, they can bring a restaurant and start receiving a little amount of tokens every purchase every sales the restaurant receives, and that's it.
I love it.
Everybody can in with Food Nation.
Thank you, Nicola. This has been an amazing interview, and I'm so glad that you took the time to do this and helping us and our audience get familiar with Food Nation. Nikola Wyatt, thanks for joining me today. If you guys want to check out Food Nation, I like they're doing some really, really dynamic things. I think you'll like that. Thank you for joining me today, Nicola.
Thank you. Thank you.